and 999 Velocity Raptor. Benching for Brisbane City Rollers is Nix and Zach. Usually in red, but rocking the black with the red tartan accents today is BCR.
I could imagine the other ones are quite sweaty and smelly at this point. Cool, and up next we have got Team New Zealand. We have 039 Jigglytuff as your captain today, 107 Mars, 123 Tino, 126 Smith, 13 Iona Shotgun, 187 Primeval, 22 Foxy, 368 Missy Tero, 414 Lens Flare, 43 Pigeon Defective, 57 Body Snatcher, 8 Ivy Canivy, 86 Mackenzie, 946 Philosophy, 229 Diamond, and on the bench we have Gaz, Eve, Gene and Tonic, and Scully.
Giving the people at home on Twitch land a good look at the numbers for both teams. And then rolling out will be our officials on skates. We have Pseudo Stripes, Honey Badger, Arsehole, John Ref Kennedy, No Skates, Fouled Out, Vengeful, and your NSOs are Scathing Grace, Mercy, Needles, Dr. Reaversong, Whippet, Dizzy, Bob, Purple Parfait, Crunch, Monsterella, and Firecracker.
So excited for this game today. So excited to have Team New Zealand from all over the country coming together to play against BCR. Some people in Team New Zealand have already played 3 games this weekend. So this will be their 4th game, and same for BCR, their 4th game for this weekend.
That is true. Just checking out on the outside of the track, we do have No Skates rocking the blades.
And he's been in quads all weekend.
There we go. So still 8 wheels, just in a different configuration.
Right, while we're waiting for Derby to start, shall we go through our raffle prizes?
Yes, indeed. You haven't heard enough about these raffle prizes, I'm sure. We have an Ico gift basket full of stationery and goodies. We've got a Thunderpants and Rich Coffee. We've got Thunderpants voucher with a bag of Rich Coffee. We've got a 100-minute voucher for Flamingo e-book, scooter or bike. You can't... Oh. I was going to say, I can't read at the moment. I've got my glasses on. Nothing's working. And our 4th raffle prize is Seaside Skates and also some more Rich Coffee. So good selection of items there. You've got to be in to win. It's $2 a ticket, 3 for $5. We will take your money.
And outside, I believe we've got the KK food truck, and just out front there, we've got our merch tables as well. We've got a table for Mana Tangata, we've got Seaside Skates and Rector City. If they have run out of any of them, and they'll show you how to order online. Up jamming first for Team New Zealand, we've got Ivy, and for BCR, Brisbane City Rollers, we have got Jambi.
BCR loving the jam line start, rolling back, trying to contain Ivy Canivy. At the back, we've got Team New Zealand.
Ivy trying to dance on the inside and outside and finally manages to find that gap, but Jambi is not far off behind her. Team New Zealand sitting behind, hoping to catch Jambi so they can nullify the points.
Great hit out to the outside.
Ivy trying to dance on the inside and outside New Zealand, and none to Brisbane City Rollers.
Fast jam to kick it off. I think this is going to be how it's going to go for the rest of the game.
I think I'd agree with you there. It's going to be great. Velocity Raptor for Brisbane City Rollers up against Mackenzie. The blockers will just, yeah, there we go, making some peace and doing that last minute change to try put off the jammers, but...
Yeah, big smush on the jam line. No one's going up to the pivot line so far.
Mackenzie pushing through to get the lead jammer, and Velocity Raptor does get through, not far off behind.
Jam line. No one's going up to the pivot line so far.
Body Snatcher up against Sugars.
Big smush on the jam line again.
Yeah, you just don't want any of these jammers to get momentum because they will use it and run with it.
Oh yeah, jammers working the blockers side to side, trying to break them up. Finding the gap where they can. Team New Zealand grab leads. Oh, you can hear the impact from here.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Hitting that BCR wall and you just bounce off it. They don't like to move. And Body Snatcher managing to get that 4 points. Jambi up against Missy Tero. Jambi just pushing those blockers away and managing to get lead. Missy trying to use all her fancy footwork but still can't get out of that wall.
Got to do what you can. You've got to spin, duck, dive. Toe stop work is the key for these jammers.
Jambi getting the first points on the board for Brisbane City Rollers and Missy finally getting through. Jambi just pushing.
Got to do what you can. You've got to spin, duck, dive. That'd be jiggly tough.
Someone's got to get there first. Ivy Knivy having a little bit of a dance on the jam line. And managing to find a gap on the outside. Velocity Raptor doing a good job of breaking up the Team New Zealand pack, but still pushing that last minute push against Tino and...
Pigeon defective and Tino. Fabulous two-wall up the front. Velocity Raptor. Out of the engagement zone. Whilst Brisbane do their best to contain Ivy Knivy.
Brisbane doing a great job at just kind of holding off those jammers on those scoring passes.
Such strong walls from both teams. Brisbane do have that 5-second cool down pat though.
Yeah, I love all the action that happens in that 5 seconds. Sugar's just finding that gap on the inside and gets the lead for Brisbane City Rollers.
Whilst on the outside is Mackenzie. No doubt they said hello to each other as they were shooting past.
Sugar's just finding...
Yes, indeed. White 2-2 for Team New Zealand. That's Foxy. Direction. Impacting on an opposing player whilst going in the wrong direction. We have Body Snatcher up against Jambi. Those are your two jammers of note. Out first, grabbing lead, be Jambi.
Body Snatcher really caught up in that BCR wall. That's where you don't want to be, as BCR are just beautiful at that reforming and moving as a unit.
It's a great 3 wall. They've dropped a bridge to keep themselves in play.
Jambi making a scoring pass. And Snatcher finally finding that gap to get through. Tino managing to shut Jambi. Jambi making a scoring pass. Still closing the gap a little bit. Very tight game so far, a very fast-moving game.
Yes, currently on the board we have 16 points to Team New Zealand and Brisbane have 10.
And it looks to be an official review where we talk about things quite officially and have a good chat.
Yeah, we can say good day to those here live watching in the stands, cheering for your favourite players, cheering for your favourite team, as well as those in Twitch land on the Twitch stream, cheering no doubt from the comfort of their own homes, or they could be having a viewing party.
I did see some VRDL players having a watch party last night. Oh, there we go. There's Pavey Lazy.
2 thumbs up for Pave. Pavey on the stream. Everyone checking in, let us know where you're watching from, be it local or far away.
For all those who are live here today, behind us we do have a barbecue going with some vegan options as well. And we do have our Tiny Town bar, well, our Garage Project bar, also which has some rich coffee there as well. I might have to get half-time. I'm so tired.
You had a hard first game, second game?
First game for today.
Game, yes. Doing it tough, wearing the jammer star.
I don't know why I do it. No Pavey, there is no taco truck today, unfortunately.
I believe that was possibly an official review. White was after a cut on the black jammer, not successful. But currently the Garage Project penalty box is empty. Oh, look at that. Announcer's curse. 2 butts sit at the same time, basically.
Missy managing to get lead and Velocity Raptor out in front of Missy. We're 8 minutes through the game, and the score is only 16 to 10. It's going to be a close, fast game from what we've seen so far.
Slightly short pack start for both teams. The BCR have got 2 players currently in the box, whilst Team New Zealand have got the 1.
Yet again, the Jammers out nearly at an identical time. Sugar's trying to do some Kaipero against Kaipero action, but calls it off.
That 50% the floor, 50% contact.
An attempt was made, and we love to see that. Jambi up against Ivy. We've seen this match up quite a bit.
Gotta love it. Jambi says good day to Jigglytuff. Ivy's currently at the back of the pack, moving to the front. Trying to get past that solid wall of BCR blockers, does so. Jambi calls the jam.
Securing those 4 points and not letting Team New Zealand have an opportunity. And very close. It's now 16 for Team New Zealand and 14 to Brisbane City Rollers. 2-point difference.
Punt to the outside from Team New Zealand jammer. Popped Velocity Raptor off their skates just a tad to gain the advantage.
Tidno trying to make some mess in that PCR wall, but if we know anything about that PCR wall, they know how to act as one unit.
A whirlwind of sort of reforming. Body Snatcher calling the jam before Velocity Rapture could come round for points. Still very close game. We've got 5 points in it.
Missy Tero up against Sugars. Missy really trying to make some chaos and hitting that BCR wall and finding that opening on the outside. And Sugars has just found the gap as well, so there's about half a lap's difference. Looking for that call off from the bench, and Missy calls it up, securing that 4 points.
He gave a little bit of shimmy of the shoulders to see if the see if the blockers would go for the fake, and decided to charge straight through the middle.
Missy is always good at that fake out. Ivy and Jambi again. Ivy trying to go into the inside, but meets the butt of a bad wall. And Jambi is doing great at extending that Team New Zealand pack and manages to get out. Kitty managing to do some O to let Ivy through, so that means Jambi's on scoring pass and pulls it off, while Kitty hits her out.
So Sometimes you just got to let the skating speak for itself and just sort of sit here in awe, jaws to the ground, you know, just watching the action and the speed and the talent from all the skaters.
Oh, I love watching just Mackenzie get out and how quickly she goes around the track.
Take a moment and appreciate the officials that are on skates as well. They've got some fancy footwork of their own. Checking through my 6 pages of notes that I've got here. I believe we've got 2 photographers taking photos of this game, so you'll be able to contact either or both. Some amazing shots and prints. Got Paulo Prince currently in the middle taking photos. And on the outside, we've got Sir Click Salot. Find them both on Facebook. Here's a matchup. We've got Missy Tettle in the white up against Jambi in the black. Everyone wants the jam line start. Both teams spread out pretty quickly. Missy Tettle, Team New Zealand grabs lead. Tis the floor, I tell you. It's a particular type of floor. Still grab the points on offer though. 30 points on the board for Team New Zealand, 18 for BCR. That would be Brisbane, not the Hawke's Bay.
It's been so confusing all weekend. Sugars and Ivy. Looks like there's a possible change of jam or rotation. And Ivy off to the bin. This could be BCR's opportunity to get some more points on the board and close that gap, but then gets called for a cut. So this will be a full 2-minute jam. As soon as Sugar sits down, Ivy should be out of the bin, and then Sugars only has to sit for as long as Ivy has sat.
Can't play doobie if you don't have any jammers on the track.
I don't know, I like watching it tussle against each other.
Got some pretty capable pivots and both teams. I was just thinking that the penalty box was looking nice and clean. Time to muddy it up a bit.
Sugars also managing to get through. I believe that was our initial pass. Ivy getting another 4 points on the board, so 8 points so far. Seen some heavy hits on Ivy, and Ivy usually really holds her composure well, but some deep breaths. And it looks to be another power jam to Team New Zealand. With only 1 second left of the jam, so it means it will be a power jam start. It'll be interesting to see how Team New Zealand plan to capitalise on this.
Yeah, I believe that was Mars. 107 managed to draw the cut on BCR jammer. Quick jump back to ensure that the BCR jammer wasn't able to come behind their hips, which leads to power jam.
Looks to be an official timeout.
Hey, it's warmer today. It was pretty cold yesterday, I've got to say, for Wellington this time of year. So, but you know, if you're feeling like you need to warm up, you do have the choice of a lovely coffee at the bar, because remember the bar is open. So if you don't fancy any alcohol, there is coffee, there is non-alcoholic drinks available. Currently sitting here with a Karma Lemmy lemonade waiting to be consumed. Plus they've got snacks and other bits and pieces on offer as well. Very close to the sausage sizzle.
Looks like we are good to go again with Mackenzie up jamming for Team New Zealand. Managing to find those gaps and doing a little too picky on the side, a little leap to get through. And finds a gap on the outside with some marvellous control, getting hit and using that momentum.
Yeah, just spin around and skate backwards for a wee while. Looking pretty flash.
And Sugars is out of the bin, trying to pass the star to that Kai Huri. And pivot, which is Jambi. So now Jambi is jamming for Brisbane City Rollers.
Now, Team New Zealand were waiting for the BCR jammer to return to the track, set themselves up at the back. Nice strong three wall. Try and stop the star pass happening.
Only 10 minutes left of this half, and it's still a very close, low-scoring game. 49 to Team New Zealand and 25 to Brisbane City Rollers.
First time up to jam in this game is Chaotic K, number 6 in the black, with the tartan accents, of course, for BCR. Any team who's going to be called BCR for the Bay City Rollers, them in the 1970s band, has to have tartan in there somewhere.
Kitty managing to push Chaotic K out and leading her way back. And our favourite scare bear for BCR just making some chaos in that Team New Zealand wall, trying to help Chaotic K get through.
Yeah, get all the way to the top of the track to be hit out, have to go all the way to the jam line.
And Body Snatcher securing lead jammer, but Chaotic K is not far off. Beautiful, dramatic shout, saying they're calling it. Manages to tap their hips as they're falling to the ground. We love to see it.
Yay for knee pads and all the gear, all the safety gear. And if you haven't done so already, I urge you to check out the final of Tropic Carnage 2023. BCR was in the final. It was an amazing game against Sun State. Lead at the moment, though, on the track in the white, 368 Missy Teddo for Team New Zealand. Jamming for BCR, Velocity Raptor. Team New Zealand grabbing a point before the call-off.
Missy up against Jambi again. Missy, Ivy. And Jambi just making easy work of that Team New Zealand rule.
The physical embodiment of a hot knife through butter. Just checking out the new Fandangle Jam Stats system that we've been allowed to play with here this weekend. We get to see the stats live.
A very exciting tool. Jambi managing to get another scoring pass. Ivy standing in the penalty box. And making easy work of that BCR ball with help, a little help from Tino. So very interesting. Team New Zealand has 13 lead jams and Brisbane City Rollers 7 leads. But what I find interesting is the total penalties. Team New Zealand already has 13 penalties. So will that affect them later in the game? Brisbane City only on 9.
See both jammers trying the inside line to see if they can nudge any blocker out of the way. We have a run back by Primeval on Sugars at the back of the pack. Grabbing lead out the front though, Mackenzie.
Sugars really having a tough time of that free ball. Primeval, particularly tough. And Smith.
1-2-6 in the white, yes, that'd be Smith.
Yeah.
Strong blocker for Team New Zealand. He's also played a couple of games this weekend for the Jaffa team.
Yeah, some of these skaters must be really tired now. You know, some of them, this is our 4th game of the day. Some of them will be even playing in the next games as well. So that will be the 5th of the weekend.
Play derby to all the games.
Oh, we love it. It kills us, but it's fun. Chaotic K up against a body snatcher.
Both teams have locked down the inside line, not going anywhere, trying to shut down both jammers, doing the best they can, making those jammers move.
Oh, and look how BCR reforms that wall. As I said, like, you can hit them, you can move them, but they'll always find you.
That's it. Yeah, it's like magnets stuck together. Offense from Diamond. Gets body snatcher through for lead.
Chaotic K, oh no, getting called a cut. And Snatcher calling it off as they get hit to the out. The points differential is closing a little bit, 62 to Team New Zealand and a 41 to Brisbane City Rollers.
With the Brisbane Jammer sitting in the penalty box, that means Team New Zealand start on a power jam. Strong 4 wall of blockers for both teams. Just the one jammer on the track. That would be Missy Tettle.
BCR doing a really good job of capitalising on this power jam, but Missy finally finding that gap, getting through.
So whilst BCR set themselves initially at the front of the pack so they could potentially outrun any offence coming their way, certainly not shy about taking on any blockers coming their way if they decide to give it a go. But as soon as you say someone's at the front, they pop down to the back and switch back up to the front again. They're so quick.
Also, can you believe it? There's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of this period, of this half.
Good news is we've still got half an hour to go for the second half.
Woo! More derby.
More exciting derby to come. Hey, we get to talk amongst ourselves. We have an official review called, but it'll be used as a timeout.
Team New Zealand taking the time to breathe very visually on the track. So I'm seeing the hand signal from our NSO in the middle that it's both an official review and a timeout.
Yes, so you can choose to use an official review as a timeout if you wish. Just means you won't have an official review to use in that half, but seeing as there's less than 2 minutes on the clock, tactical move so you can keep those other the actual timeouts in your back pocket for the second half. Someone's read the rule book.
Glad you know a bit more about this. I definitely haven't read the rule book.
All right, both teams setting themselves up. This could be the last jam. You never know, they play so fast.
I reckon they could fit in another 4 jams, surely at the speed they go.
Time to challenge. Challenge jam.
Velocity Raptor making easy work of that Team New Zealand pack, manages to get lead, but
Up the top, Scarebear trying to hold back Ivy Knivy.
it's always Scarebear as that last jammer, last blocker at the top.
One of those chasers, like a dog with a bone. Just keep going. Use that full advantage of the 20 feet at the top of the engagement zone.
No, it's amazing. They, when I was playing against them, they're like, you don't have my points, so I'm going to stay in front of you. And they managed to keep up with it. Amazing. We have got Jambi up again.
Now be Mackenzie. Rocking the white for Team New Zealand this year, today. Normally in black with the white accents to New Zealand, but hey, why not be different? Scoocheroo on the outside. Mackenzie comes up with lead jammer status.
We have seen this so much. One jammer gets out and the other one gets out really quickly as well. Jambi trying to call it off, but not the jammer. Mackenzie doing some beautiful turn kick thing and manages to call it off.
Yeah, got round last blocker at the top, which was 4-0 Unforgiving Bunny.
Hey, we're not too off. Too far off. I said 4 jams and we're getting 3. Iona Shotgun up against Velocity Raptor. Now I think this is Shoddy's first jam.
First jam of the half. Sending out fresh legs as Team New Zealand. Changing it up. Keeping BCR on their toe stops. It's a thing.
Velocity Raptor coming in for that scoring pass. But what we see is Team New Zealand are pretty good at holding back and actually catching the jams on that scoring pass. And I believe that leads us to half-time.
Yeah, we'll just wait.
Wait for the final whistle. But such a close half. Team New Zealand at 70 points, Brisbane City Rollers at 50. Such a close game, such low scores for, so far through the game.
It is, I've got to say, 70 to 50. I can do that calculation. That's a 20-point difference.
Well done. At this point in the weekend, I don't think I could do the math.
All right, you've got 14 minutes, people. Get yourself refueled, refreshed for an amazing second half of this game. And we'll see you back here very, very shortly.
Ka kite.
Quick call off by Team New Zealand, grabbing 2 points. Whip those up on the scoreboard. Everyone rolls back from the flamingo pivot line to that jam line. Not wanting to give either of those jammers a run up. Lead for the second jam in a row is Team New Zealand. Screaming around the outside was Velocity Rapture.
And that Garage Project penalty box filling up on Team New Zealand's side. Currently 3 in the bin, 2 sitting, 1 standing. So we love to see a solo block moment from Team New Zealand. Jambi managing to get lead while Missy's fighting through that BCR wall. Finally, another blocker joins from Team New Zealand, so now there's 2 on track.
Yes, Mars going solo for first few seconds of the jam, taking on Jambi, with Jambi grabbing lead. I bet there were some interesting discussions had at halftime from both teams.
The star is currently off for Missy. And sadly, there wasn't a successful star pass as Missy did get called for a penalty. Brisbane City Rollers getting, is that 16 points on the board? Closing that gap.
And currently up to 66 points on the scoreboard. So creeping ever closer to Team New Zealand's 72. Brisbane, only jammer on the track. Last blocker to beat, lens flare, with Foxy popping out the top as well. Sugars takes lead jammer status. They look pretty fancy, pretty easy too, but I'm sitting in the cheap seats.
Missy getting out of the box and easily finding that gap so they can get back on track and get scoring points. We've had a lead change. Team New Zealand at 72 and Brisbane City Rollers at 77.
First lead change of the game, I do believe. Happy to be corrected. I'm not proud. While Simba looks at the stats, see if it gives us that information. We find Ivy Canivy has lead. Popped past the last 2 Brisbane blockers to get lead. Cutting off the scoring opportunity for Brisbane as well.
1 point difference in the game. So really interesting to see that Team New Zealand has had lead 20 times and Brisbane only 11, but it's showing us that Brisbane really capitalise when they get the lead. We've had total of 19 penalties for Team New Zealand and only 14 for Brisbane City, so that could make a difference for how the score is so close.
Quick recovery from Mackenzie to get back on those 8 wheels.
Jambi waiting at the last minute to call it.
Yeah, decided to do it backwards, keeping an eye on where Mackenzie was.
Just giving Mackenzie a little bit of hope and then smothering it at the last second.
No run-up allowed for both jammers. Blockers tried to shut them down as much as they can.
Yeah, this whole game has just been those jam line starts.
We get to see the fancy footwork from all the jammers on both teams, but it's the blockers doing the hard yards, offense and defense. And a quick change so many times each jam. Fantastic finish to that jam. I believe that was body snatcher. Not quite doing a rock star, taking both knees.
A lot of tumbling up for that first pass, but Velociraptor manages to secure that lead position. Missy still struggling with those VCR walls and manages to get through.
It's a particular type of floor, the sports court floor. It can catch you out, so grabs your wheels, or you can slide forever. Some of it would be tiredness, but some of it would be definitely this particular type of floor. So we get to see some lovely spills and thrills. But sometimes the officials get in on the action as well.
No, just can't have them being left out.
That's why Derby's all-inclusive. Outside line, Ivy can Ivy. Grabs lead.
Having a speedy pack, creating chaos, so Ivy can find some gaps, managing to get 4 points. I feel as though we've just been getting 4 points for one team and 4 points for the other. Just a bit of share and share.
Well, considering there's only the 1 point in it at the moment, BCR at 85, Team New Zealand on 84. One solitary point. BCR, they grab lead, just had the 2 blockers at the top, Lens Flare and Foxy, to smash their way past. Whilst on the inside line.
And Team New Zealand getting the better of that jam while Mackenzie does the 2-pecky, a leap on the apex and gets 3 points. And that is another lead change as well. Team New Zealand with 87 points, Brisbane City Rollers with 85.
Such a casual apex jump. Let's throw it in there. What would you like to see today, audience?
And Velocity Raptor making easy work on that inside line, keeping lead jam. Body Snatcher managing to get out. And 4 points for Brisbane City Rollers, so another lead change. Just 2 points difference.
There we go, you're right, yes. When Brisbane grabbed the lead, very, very cool, calm and collected with the call off as well. Missy Tittle up against Jambi. Jambi shoots past Smith, grabs inside line, plus lead.
And it looks as though Missy has been called for a penalty, so it is a power jam to Brisbane City Rollers. Can they help open up the gap a little bit more in the points?
There we go. Easy as that, or made it look very easy to Brisbane. Going low, shut down.
Missy getting out of the penalty box and making easy work of the pack, so Jambi decides to call it off. Taking it up to a 10-point difference now with Team New Zealand on 87, Brisbane City Rollers on 97.
It's like chipping away at those points, both teams. Hard fought, hard earned. But once you got them, you don't give them back. Waiting for the jam start whistle. Ferocious play from both teams.
Yeah, I'm just seeing all these blockers butts flying at Sugars, but Sugars finally finds that gap. And Ivy still caught up into that Brisbane City wall.
And Brisbane could send out maybe just the one blocker. I still feel like there's 4 blockers on the track. Line coverage is everything.
Brisbane really just grabbing the points, calling it off, securing it, and just opening up that gap.
Taking a look at the scoreboard, BCR cracked the Hundy, as we say.
Mackenzie making easy work of that inside line. Making Velocity Raptor run to try get cut off the power lead jam. But Mackenzie manages to secure that 4 points.
Now they've leapt over the wheels of Bow Fracture on the inside line to grab lead. I'd like to see a bird's eye view of what's happening in the pack. I don't think I've seen that yet from a streaming point of view.
So we will look over at Colin and Lee and give them some hints.
Those of you out there in Twitch land, any donations gratefully received. Always goes towards the upgrade or purchase of new equipment, making the stream bigger and better every time.
Oh, I love it. Just this year we started getting our replays on our screens. Now we've got our jam stats as well. It's exciting to see how our streaming services grow.
That's it, yeah, adverts as well in the intermission, so you don't have to listen to us out here, the commentators, all day, every day in Derbyland. Hey, it's Sugars. Sugars has lead. Hard wall of lens flare, Foxy and Smith shutting down Sugars at the back.
Only 14 minutes left in the game, and still the points are relatively low for this point in the Derby game.
No one's been wanting the flamenco pivot line this game, which has been an interesting tactic. Everyone has been just crowding all the jammers all day. Out pops Ivy Canivy. Team New Zealand, they have lead. Tino shutting down Velocity Raptor on the inside line. Working well with Pigeon Defective.
.2 points each.
Wait to see the scores go up on the board. I do believe so. Currently 104 to Brisbane City Rollers and 93 to Team New Zealand. Everyone knew this was going to be a close game. The question is, how close?
Still could be anyone's game. All we need is like another 24-point jam, or was it 25-point jam that we got yesterday? And it could be a completely changed.
They're all so close, you never know. Overtime jam.
Oh, can we?
I don't know if we can, but the teams on the track could make it a thing. You never know. Sugar's push and the New Zealand block is up and out of play. And they grab lead again for BCR. Fantastic balance to stay in. Matrix-like maneuvers to keep inbounds, whilst fighting hard against the still amazing wall of black. This is the Team New Zealand jammer. Oh, both jammers stuck in the hard place. Moving the blockers as much as they can. Jammers always like to go forward, blockers not so much.
Yeah, I'm sure the blockers are loving the change of pace at the moment.
Oh, the struggle is real.
Beer creating, doing some O on Team New Zealand and managing to create that gap for Sugars to get through.
prepared both benches, giving directions. BCR playing the clock on that jam, going the full 2 minutes, even though they had lead.
Yeah, what a full-out jam for both teams. And I see Team New Zealand have called a timeout.
Good time to check in with the people here live in Kilburn. Have you got your raffle tickets yet? No? Oh,
I saw one set of thumbs up.
Oh, that means there's plenty more thumbs to go. Come on, people, get your coins out.
2 sets now. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. Amazing prizes to be won that will be drawn at halftime in the next game.
Yes, indeed. We've got Seaside Skates and Rich Coffee. We've got Flamingo and Rich Coffee. That's Flamingo e-scooter or bike. That's a 100-minute voucher for those of you wanting to zip around here in Wellington. Rich Coffee and Thunderpants. I can vouch for Thunderpants. Great underpants clothing company. And also Ico, which is a fabulous gift shop here in Wellington. Some stationery giftware as well.
Missy Tero up against Velocity Raptor. And Velocity finding that gap on the inside line and just a little hot to get through. But Missy is actually not that far off, and you can see the determination in Missy's face to get some speed on and shut down the jam. That was another beautiful little leap from Velocity there. Missy doing a good job shutting that jam down as Brisbane City Rollers only managed to get 1 point.
Still extends that lead just a little bit further. Mackenzie versus Jambi.
Oh, and a cut on Jambi, which gives Mackenzie the chance to really close that gap, capitalise on a power jam. Finds that O on the outside by Diamond, secures 4 points nice and easy. Tries for the inside, but no luck. And now just creating a bit of chaos, a bit of ping pong between blockers, and manages to get another 4 points. Beginning to close that gap, hitting the century mark for Team New Zealand. Kitty doing some beautiful load, opening up a gap for Mackenzie, and now Jambi is back on track as well. Still under our initial pass. So there's a possibility to get more points for Mackenzie here before Brisbane get more on the board. Gets another 4 and calls it off. What an amazing power jam for Team New Zealand. And an official review is also being called.
That's Team New Zealand coming in with an official review. Interesting to see what pans out of that one. Great tactical jam from Team New Zealand, finding the goat at the back of the pack, picking off points where they can, especially as they hit the only jammer on track for 30 odd seconds.
I'm loving the dramatic gestures and the playing out of the situation from the Team New Zealand bench.
Next step would be magnets.
Get a whiteboard out, draw out the scenario.
Actually, no, I suppose the next step would actually be the replay that those on the Twitch stream get to see.
But not the officials. The officials have to figure it out.
No, just imagine it. Is it the virtual ref coming into play?
meaning I'm sure the people on stream would love to be a virtual ref at times. Probably know a bit more about the game than me.
You enjoying it here in the stands? Give us a yay. Oh, you're busy eating and drinking. Come on, clear your throats. Give me a yay. All right.
Glad some of us are still alive.
Sort of sound like you need more coffee.
Yeah, well, you can get some coffee at the Tiny Town Bar behind us. Rich Coffee being one of our sponsors.
Fabulous sponsors this weekend. Have Richter City. We've got the Garage Project who are sponsoring the penalty box, which is... Oh, I was going to say clear, but it's not. We do have a BCR player currently twerking in the box. Hey, why not? Go to the box, throw it a twerk.
Beautiful twerking. We might need to work on that when we visit, but...
All right, Simba, on the line we have...
Ivy up against Sugars. Ivy making easy work on that inside line. Coming in for a scoring pass while Sugars is stuck behind a free wall of Foxy, Smith and Primeval, which I would not want to be stuck behind. And Ivy getting even more points while Sugars still is on their initial pass. Jiggly trying to create some holes for Ivy and, you know, might have made enough chaos for to part the wall there. And another 4 points. I think we are we are even now, so possibly a lead change for this game. Sugar's still stuck behind that free wall of Foxy, Primeval and Smith. Ivy really capitalising on this lead at the moment. Also Jiggly just doing a great job creating chaos to make it look easy for Ivy. The thing about being a jammer is the blockers do all the work and you get all the glory.
Team New Zealand down to 3 blockers currently. We've got Foxy taking a seat in the penalty box. That's the Garage Project penalty box.
The star is off for Sugars and that created enough confusion and for BCR to open some holes and get Sugars out. Amazing. That jam was about 1 minute and 50 seconds. And Ivy really managed to capitalise on that. There was no power jam. Team New Zealand blockers just really sat down and captured Sugars. And now that means there is a lead change. Team New Zealand on 137, Brisbane City Rollers 121. And is that a 20-something point jam? 28-point jam. I have not seen that in a very long time.
No, back in the old days when penalties were a minute, a big jam like that happened, pretty frequently. But not so much these days, so that's a huge jam for Team New Zealand. Ivy certainly had coffee or something similar to get those points on the board. We have a jam, a foot race or a skate race. Velocity Raptor up against Iona Shotgun.
Iona has gone to the Garage Project penalty box, so Brisbane City Rollers do have a power jam, and this is the moment to get some of those points back. Team New Zealand speeding that up while they manage to keep the rule definition to avoid passing any of those points on.
Yeah, Peppermint Crunch making the initial hole for Velociraptor to punch through.
Oh my God, there's only like 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in this game, and the score is a 139 to Team New Zealand, 132 to Brisbane City Rollers. Still anyone's game.
I knew it was going to be close, but who knew it was going to be this close, huh? Couple of tactical decisions by both teams by the looks of it, changing out a blocker or two.
So it's a power jam start for BCR, really hoping that they can get lead and secure the control of this game, I guess. Iona is back on track and stuck in a BCR wall while JMB manages to score 4 points. Closing that gap, Iona has taken the star off. Looking for the Kaihuri, who is Mackenzie.
Says Mackenzie was pivot, now jammer.
And that is a lead change. It is 139 Team New Zealand, 140 Brisbane City Rollers. No, we could possibly get an overtime jam.
I think a lot of the players from both teams are going to be wanting to watch this game back.
I think I want to
Nail
watch this
biting
game back.
stuff, if you've still got nails, that is.
I just see, oh, here we go. Our walls have separated a little bit, but it was just a mess of the black and white all over the place. Brisbane securing lead, and that is Velocity Raptor for Brisbane City. A star pass for white.
107 Mars, who is the pivot.
We haven't seen Mars jam yet. Let's see if they can get out of the wall first. Always very sad as a pivot, you get past the star and just can't get out.
Need to be in the right place at the right time to take the star cover, if you can, that is, if you're not trying to offer help.
Oh, and Scarebear holding Mars off.
Yeah, tough 2 wall lap and Scarebear and Peppermint Crunch.
Managing to call a multiplayer on Peppermint Crunch and finally getting through.
Big hit.
Yeah, Velocity Raptor managing to get 12 points on the board, but looks like they need to take a bit of a breather after that one.
Yeah, that was a big hit that Raptor took from a Team New Zealand player, resulting in a penalty.
We've got Jambi up against Mackenzie, still very close in the points. Jambi looking to follow Mackenzie through the pack, but Mackenzie didn't find a happy place yet.
That was another big jam for BCR though, because they've grabbed lead back again.
But Mackenzie is not far off behind Jambi.
BCR had it by 1 point. They're currently ahead by a few more now.
Jambi just cruising, knowing that they do have the lead, and this possibly could be the last jam. Maybe they're waiting for the timer to go down, so a timeout can't be called in, another jam can be played. Really good calling from the bench there. And oh my God, such a close game. 1-4-2 for Team New Zealand and 1-5-4 for Brisbane City Rollers. I think both teams should be very happy with that outcome.
Absolutely. There we are, officials call the game. 1-5-4 to Brisbane City Rollers to 1-4-2 to Team New Zealand.
I am going to sign out now because I have got a game to get ready for. I've been Simba.
I've been Serrated Edge. I'm also in the next game. I'm not playing, thankfully. I will be in the middle doing some paperwork, I believe. So you'll be having another new rotation of commentators for the 8th game of the tournament, 4th game of the day. So
yeah, last game, another Team New Zealand game up against an All-Stars matchup from all the players that we've seen this weekend, possibly some more.
that is true. I do believe that's due to kick off in half an hour's time, approximately 6 o'clock New Zealand time. So we'll see you back then on the stream and also here live at Kilburnie Sports Stadium.
Ka kite.
Kia ora and welcome to the final game of the Trans-Tasman Tussle. This is going to be a all-star mashup versus Team New Zealand game. So we're just about ready for the skater rollouts, it appears. Both teams seem to be making their final preparation, so as soon as one of the teams hits the track, I'll be able to announce the teams for you. Mad is racing over. Don't panic, it's okay. I'm Rusty and this is Mad.
Tēnā koutou katoa.
Okie dokie, so as soon as we get these team rollouts, hey Mad, I've got something to share with you.
Ooh.
These are 3 raffle tickets that I bought earlier, and I just want to make it known
Yes.
that when they magically get drawn out of the raffle
Yes.
draw at halftime,
Okay.
it's complete coincidence.
Okay, Rusty. I'll take you for that. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you. So red 050, let's do it.
Yes.
Mama needs some coffee.
Oh, what a great idea.
Okay, we are ready for skaters to roll out as soon as they look like they would like to. Anytime now.
Ai. Kara whiu e hoa ma. This is going to be an exciting game.
It's going to be what a game to end
Oh,
on. How good was that last game?
Honestly, mind-blowing. The skill of both teams.
Incredible.
Oh, absolutely. So good. Kind of got itchy feet, did you?
Oh, 100%. Did you not see me in the crowd? I may have had some opinions.
Yes. Yes. Good ones.
But yeah, I was sitting with a few other people who used to skate and we're all like, maybe,
Yeah.
I could just come back casually.
Maybe. And then I stand up and then I'm like, oh no.
My knees.
No.
Oh, my knees.
Yeah. Oh no. Right, so we've got a minute.
Until Derby?
Until Derby.
This is going to be a fast rollout, right?
Yeah. Are we rolling out?
I believe so.
Or should we just read through the names?
Shall we just read through the names? Let's
Yeah.
do it. You start.
Okay. For Team New Zealand. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
We've got 039 Jigglytuff, 107 Mars, 123 Tino, 111 Serious Crash Unit, 13 Iona Shotgun, 14 Grim Sleeper, 175 Jaws, 2 Kamikaze, 229 Diamond, 414 Lens Flare, 420 Furious George, 666 Princess Slayer, 852 Joe Hui, and number 9 Demon Knee.
And playing on the All-Stars mashup team, so this is representatives from a bunch of different teams across New Zealand and Australia. 085 Hot Rod, number 1 Simba Rogers, 109 Sting, 121 Ray Gun, 187 Primeval, 19 Crunch, 199 Monsterella, 22 Foxy, 221 Bad Wolf, 24 Paddy Whacker, 732 Rough Cuddles, 8008 is Gaz, 81 Scrappy, 34 Jambi, 999 Velocity Raptor. Now it looks like Jambi might be playing under a different number to what she was playing in the previous game. So previously played under 82, but we have written down here 34. So I'm hoping that that is correct.
That is correct, yeah.
Okay, we are in the hands of the officials who are Sharky, Invader Sin, Greta Growler, Jess Skull and Hyde, Mr. Fox, Firecracker, Whippet and Morpheus, and our non-skating officials, Serrated Edge, V, Needles, Scathing Grace, Firecracker, Mercy, Dr. Reva Song, Jen, Dizzy, Swiper, Aeronix and Purple Parfait. We're ready for first jam.
Oh, who have we got on the jam line?
That is number 13 Iona Shotgun and 999 Velocity Raptor from BCR.
Strong defence from the top there.
Yeah, now this is going to be an interesting game, right? Because the Team New Zealand squad has been training together off and on over the last year. The mashup team, this is probably the first time these skaters have been on the track together.
Absolutely.
So Iona Shotgun out and lead for Team New Zealand.
And close behind is the BCR skater.
Calling it off and putting some points on the board, but I cannot see the jam ref. This orange thing is 1 point going on the board for Iona Shotgun, none for the All-Stars mashup team. So All-Stars mashup playing in white and Team New Zealand playing in black today.
And on the jam line we have number 732, that's Cuddle, Rough Cuddles.
And 420, that's Furious George.
Aye. Kara whiu e hoa ma.
George sort of dancing in and out, trying to find some space on either line, managing to trip over a skater from her own team. Jam is called. Princess Slayer is crawling off the track, looks to be okay, but took quite a tumble there.
Just going to take some time there. Just a reset.
So this is a great time to remind you that the raffle is going to be drawn at half time. So if you do want to buy a raffle ticket, it's $5 for 3 tickets. We could do with like, some sunglasses, right?
Actually could.
So there are 4 great prizes, including a big bundle from Ico, a bundle with a voucher from $50 voucher from Seaside Skates and a rich bag of rich coffee, a voucher for 100 minutes on a Flamingo scooter or e-bike and rich coffee, and also a voucher from Delivereasy. So well worth entering.
Prize.
Yeah, Red 050, that's the winning ticket.
Red B050. But you've got 2 others there.
Oh,
is
shh,
there?
don't tell the people.
No.
This is the winning
No.
one, and that one's going to get second. That one's
Oh,
going to
okay,
yeah.
I might just take one of those. There we go. I've got
Okay, looks like Princess Slayer is back on her bench, so that is good news. We're just now doing a little bit of track maintenance, and then we'll be ready to get started with the next jam.
So grateful for Victor City putting this wonderful
Incredible
tournament
weekend, right?
on. Aye, and to have Manatangata involved in that, I do have to plug that one in there.
Oh, for sure. It's been a great weekend, lots of incredible games. So this is the 8th game of the weekend.
Aye.
There are some tired bodies today, right?
Oh, yeah. It's an ice bath. 5 seconds.
175 Jaws jamming for Team New Zealand, and that is 732 Rough Cuddles jamming for the All-Stars mashup team. Jaws out and established as lead jammer. Cuddles battling against Jigglytuff at the front of the pack. Jigglytuff is a player who is in the Team New Zealand squad but is based in Australia. And it is Unit and Lens Flare at the top of the pack, really holding on to Rough Cuddles. Cuddles now out and able to score on her next pass.
Jaws is making that clearance. Wonderful 4 points going up and calls that jam.
Jules has had a stormer of a weekend.
I know. I trained that one.
Ah, well done, you. Can't I?
No. Believe it or not, Josie graduated from Fresh Meat, I want to say a year ago.
Sure. No.
Yeah, maybe.
Not.
A year and a half.
Wow. Incredible talent. Grim Sleeper, speaking of, 1-4. Facing off against Simba, number 7 for the All-Stars mashup team.
2 to beat. And Dusty.
And is clear. So that's Mars 107-852, Joelle Hui for All-Stars. Freeing Grim Sleeper, so she's now released from the pack. They're aiming to speed the pack up by the looks of things and catch Simba at the top.
Simba calling off that jam.
So 3 points going on the board for the All-Stars, which now brings the score to 5 points for Team New Zealand and 3 for the All-Stars.
Looks like we've got Kamikaze coming on the line with number 3 for Jambi.
Oh, that's going to confuse me.
It is. But although on the top there it's got Karodia. Wonderful clearance there.
Lovely offense from number 81 there. That is Scrappy, I believe, who plays with Victor City. Kazi really sort of fighting that back tripod of the All-Star mashup team.
And Jambi 4 points. 1 to beat because he's at the top there.
Kazi working hard against Scrappy, but is able to finally clear that and comes round for his first scoring pass. Did she manage to sneak a couple of points there before the whistle? Ref says no.
Not
Don't you hate that when that happens?
Mate, all that hard work.
And you're like, surely I got something. Greta Growler says no.
Nearly. Very close.
Close. Do you get something for close?
Unfortunately Unfortunately not.
No, I think the main rule of roller derby is the team with the most points at the end of the game wins.
Yes, got to pass those
3.2.1 it used to be in the rule set, but I don't know what it is anymore.
Oh, right, next jam underway. We have, and lead goes to number 1-3. That's Iona Shotgun.
Shoddy coming out and just putting on some heat. Yeah, interestingly, Team New Zealand sitting on 5 points and the All-Star Mashup team sitting on 9. So an early lead for the All-Star Mashups. One pass and it's done.
And it looks like that we have Bad Wolf coming, returning from the penalty box.
Bad Wolf plays with Brisbane City Rollers. Facing off against, that's Foxy from Dunedin, who literally just played for Team New Zealand in the previous game, but obviously couldn't get enough this weekend.
Love that. And we just have a power jam going to Iona Shotgun. Is 199 Monsterella. It's been sent to the penalty box for a cut penalty.
Shoddy looking for some uffie from her team. Not quite able to open up the space for her to get through, but she's the kind of skater who will go side to side and just find those little spaces to hop through.
Wonderful
like that.
defense, yeah. And clears for 4 points. And returning to the track, we have number 9, Demonic. And following is White 199 Monsterella. After seeing something busier.
This is the first time we've seen Monsterella on the track this weekend. It's exciting.
It is exciting. Fresh leads, always good.
Shoddy managing to evade both Crunch and Paddy Wacker to come around for another scoring pass. So Team New Zealand now sitting on 17 points to 9, so how quickly that can change. 12 points in this jam so far for Shoddy.
And here we have Monsterella.
Who is out of the pack and now on her scoring pass. And Shoddy calls off the jam. It's quite hard to see from here, isn't it?
Yes,
19 points for Team New Zealand and 9 points for the All-Star Mashup team. Very proud. 999, that's Velocity Raptor. And 420, Furious George lining up. So Furious George in black playing for Team New Zealand, Velocity Raptor in white playing for the All-Star Mashup team. I think this must be Furious George's billionth game of the weekend. And Velocity Raptor out and lead, but Furious George not far behind. So both packs here trying to minimise the damage, but also make an opportunity for their own team. And Raptor sensibly calling off the jam.
I feel like everybody can skate a lap in
6 seconds?
Yeah. Wow.
Those 25 and 5.
Yeah. The skill this weekend has been amazing.
Incredible skill this weekend. And incredible just tenacity and endurance. And, you know, some of these things, skaters make this look really easy. It's not easy.
It's not.
The toe stop hops, the ability just to punch through a pack. It might look like it's no effort, but it's a lot of work and there's a lot of training that goes into making it look so easy. 175, that is Jaws jamming for Team New Zealand. And that is Simba for the All-Star Mashup team. Jaws out and establishes lead jammer. Simba working against 2 at the top of the pack there. It's Joelle Hui and Princess Slayer. Good luck. Simba is now out and able to score.
Nice, easy. 4 points. Clears that off.
Score stands at 23 for Team New Zealand and 9 for the All-Stars Mashup team. Great to see Princess Slayer back on the track. Jambi and Grim Sleeper now on the track jamming for their respective teams. The Garage Project penalty box remains empty, which is probably the announcer's curse. Jambi opting for the in, Grim trying for the out. Jambi successful and is able to establish themselves as lead jammer. Grim working their way at the back of the pack, facing off against Primeval and Bad Wolf. Jambi dukes in, out, around the outside. And 1 to beat in unit and through for 4 points.
nice catch there from number 8008. That's Gaz. Good to see Gaz back out there.
Isn't it?
It's so exciting.
So Gaz is sort of one of the original Richter City roller derby players from way back in sort of 2009, 2010. Spent quite a few years in London and has recently returned to New Zealand.
Great to have you back home for Team New Zealand, isn't it?
Isn't it?
How lucky are we?
Unit taking a star pass and now trying to put some heat on, but Jambi calls the jam.
It's really hard to see. All right, so that was a 12-point.
12-point jam for Jambi.
Yes.
So score now sits at 23 for Team New Zealand and 21 for the All-Star mashup team. Rough Cuddles lining up to jam. Should be facing off against Kazi.
Good to see the Manatangata players out there.
Isn't it? Tough four wall there from Team New Zealand, opting to forego offence.
Off to the penalty box, we've got number 9.
No, yes, she's unsure. She's off. Kazi through and Lee Jenner. But Rough Cuddles not that far behind, so both packs setting themselves up to play some offence and some defence at the same time. The art of roller derby. Kazi calls off that jam, putting 2 points on the board.
2
And
even.
2 each.
2 each. Only 2 points in it. I see another close
That's
one.
I love a nail biter.
Mate, it's on the edge of your seat kind of
But
stuff.
isn't this a great indication of roller derby in New Zealand right
It is.
now? Like, it's fantastic to see that everyone is playing at a really competitive level with each other. Gone are the days of one team beating everyone else by 200 points.
Exactly right. It's so good that the community is coming together for something like this.
And that we're all sort of developing in parallel to each other. Iona Shotgun out for a really fast lead jammer. Meanwhile, Velocity Raptor being drawn back by Diamond, another veteran of the sport here in New Zealand. She would hate me saying that. And a very experienced player. Shoddy an easy 4 points there, 999 Velocity Raptor. Still working in front of the pack, but now clear, and so eligible to score.
Coming up for the second scoring pass.
Shoddy decided to call off the jam, putting any extra points on the board. Can't quite see Growl from here to see. Yes, so score now 30 for Team New Zealand, 23 for the All-Stars.
On the line we have number 1. We actually do need glasses. Or visors.
We'll just fashion a hat, perhaps, out of this piece of paper. How about that?
Phone.
Actually, that's not helping. Furious George trying the back of the pack. She's dancing side to side, looking for space, but being shut down at every opportunity by Crunch.
And
And
Gemma goes to Simba.
well done, Simba. One Sting is the other person there, and I can't see who else. Oh, George with a beautiful leap over the apex to clear that final blocker. Simba skating through on the inside, getting 4 and calling a jam. Very smart.
Lovely offence there from number 19, Crunch. Back on the line we have number 34, Jandy. And number 175 for Team New Zealand, that's Jaws.
Jules is having a great weekend, and that smile says it all, right? So both packs opting to start up on the Flamingo pivot line and then rolling back slightly, but opting to give both jammers a run-up, which is an interesting choice given the power and speed of both of those skaters.
Just the balance and the stability,
Incredible.
mind-blowing. And the white team are giving number 175, that's Jaws, a rough time there. Lovely blocking. And
Everyone's taking a tumble in turn 2, but Jules manages to pop out the front and clears the pack. Jambi decides to call the jam. 4 points on the board for Jambi for the All-Star mashup, so we have a tie game. It's time to hydrate.
I think it is. We've got, for Team New Zealand, we've got number 1 forward, it's Grim Sleeper. And then in the white leg rough cutters, 7-3-2. Again, another pivot line start.
And the penalty box is clear. I curse it every time I say that. Crunch taking a tumble, but back up again. Cuddles straight through on the turn 2 and clearing the pack. Team New Zealand now looking to play some offense, really sort of messing up that entire pack for All Stars, and that means that Grim is able to slide through. Cuddles a little sneak through on the inside line and a quick call off for 4 points.
Beautiful offense from number 085, that's Hot Rod.
That's Hot Rod, yeah.
Not scrappy.
Not scrappy.
Next up again, we have the
999.
mashup team.
It's 999 Velocity Raptor, who you've seen on the track for Brisbane City Rollers this weekend. A little face-to-face with Jigglytuff. They obviously skaters who are familiar with each other.
And then we've got, for Team New Zealand, we've got Kamikaze.
Straight through up the outside line and establishes lead jammer. Meanwhile, Velocity Raptor still stuck at the back of the pack and kind of stuck actually on her own blockers, so maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there about where people were going to be. Kazi is down. We're just checking she's okay. It appears Kazi is skating to the penalty box, which is a power jam now for the All-Stars. So Velocity Raptor is the only jammer on the track for the next 30 seconds. And the All-Stars opting to play kind of a passive offense strategy. So standing back, waiting for the jammer to hit the pack before they move. And in fact, not moving at all now. So leaving Velocity Raptor to fend for herself.
Cut a fewer. What a massive weekend for Brisbane City Rollers, coming all the way over here to Pornicky, to Wellington, and playing how many games today?
They've had 4 games this weekend, I believe. So they've played against Mana Tangata, Rector City, the Jaffers.
Yes.
They've played against Team New Zealand, and now some of them are opting for their 5th game of the weekend. So there are some tired legs out there,
Yeah.
and some incredible endurance.
Absolutely. And Kazi returns from that penalty box.
Straight through the pack, and is now able to score. Velocity Raptor just keeping it safe, staying in those middle 2 lanes, not pushing things too much.
And we have 12 seconds on that clock left of this jam.
And that jam comes to its own natural conclusion. So the score now is 47 for the All-Star mashups and 35 for Team New Zealand.
It was a tough jam. Right, so next up on the line we have for the mashup team, we've got number 1, that's Simba.
And number 13, that's Iona Shotgun. Penalty box is clear. And a timeout being called. So it's a Team New Zealand timeout. Thanks, Colin.
10 points in it, Rusty.
Tight game, right? 1 jam and it all changes. I mean, we saw that in the last game. How many times did the lead change?
I couldn't keep up.
And it was, there's 20 points, there's no points. It just kept going backwards and forwards. So
Should we take this opportunity to have
Let's.
a drink and maybe do a bit of a punch
You go
on
for
your
it.
raffle? So in Te Reo Māori, raffle is rāwhara. So if you are interested in purchasing a raffle or rāwhara, please do so. There is still time, it is being drawn at halftime.
at halftime, yeah. So here the prizes we have are, there's an Aiko basket with some posters in it, some tumblers, some stationery, so it's like over a $200 prize. We also have a voucher from Thunder Paints for $50 and a bag of Rich Coffee, a Flamingo voucher and Rich Coffee, and a voucher for $50 from Seaside Skates and from a bag of Rich Coffee as well. But just want to let you know that Red 050 is probably going to win one of those. So,
No,
you know.
number red.
Oh.
047. All right, looks like we're back on. All ready to go. 5-second call. Backline start.
And Team New Zealand opting to sort of really suck back into Simba to remove the ability for them to get any run-up. Crunch coming into play, some interference and some offense. Really trying to break up that Team New Zealand wall, but they've got Simba fairly well locked down. Simba opts for a star pass to Foxy, 2-2. So Foxy's part of the Team New Zealand training squad, but she's also now playing in the All-Stars mashup team. And these are two players who have played against each other a lot. So Fox normally plays for Dunedin and Shoddy normally plays for the Christchurch team, Dead End Derby. So they often play each other.
Nice defense from the top there.
And at the back. Both teams really kind of making those jammers work hard for every sort of inch they gain.
Yes. Here we have Iron Shotgun. Another 4 points. Or just 4 points.
Shoddy making kind of an easier run of it this time. It seems when the pack has got a bit more momentum, she's able to just cut and dice through. Foxy being sent off for a cut track penalty as the jammer. So she will spend 30 seconds in a garage project penalty box, while that means that Iona Shotgun has 30 seconds unopposed as the jammer on the track. So Team New Zealand will now be looking to capitalise on that by making as many points as possible while they can. Team New Zealand there also trapping one of the players from the All-Star mashup team, so they're able to retain the control of the pack dynamic. It means that the All-Star mashup team isn't able to run away and chase Iona Shotgun as much. So smart tactic there. And we have a lead change.
Official review being called by Team New Zealand. So that last jam there was 14 points to 3.
So great jam for the Team New Zealand team. Brings it down to 51 for them and 50 points for the All-Star mashup. This is where you wish you had a microphone, you could hear the official review, right?
I thought we had one of those. How's the stream going there, Rusty? Have we got any comments from the stream?
Oh, it's great to see Spunky jumping in there.
Oh, Spunky.
Hi, Spunky. And actually someone has commented saying, hopefully this great level of skill and growth in derby will mean people don't feel like they need to leave and go overseas to play roller derby. So I agree.
Yeah. Those that are on the stream, what has been your favourite part if you've watched the whole tournament this weekend? My favourite part is having Brisbane travel all the way over here and total support New Zealand roller derby, and really appreciate it.
Yeah, really grateful to have that, because it's been such a long time since we've had sanctioned games and games at a high level.
Yes.
I mean, was it pre-pandemic? I feel like we haven't had that kind of game in a long time.
No, so to have that, this high level back here, really warms your heart. Well, for me anyway.
Oh, indeed,
I've
me
been
too.
at it a very long time, Rusty.
Me
Mate.
too. My heart's cold down there. Oh look, I was like, maybe I will get my skates back out. Maybe I could do this. Oh, hang on, look, here's a helping hand from Colin.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, I've got the sun in my eyes.
You're just looking really cool now. Pavey on the stream says her favourite part has been seeing everyone still playing hard after 4 games. Yeah, agree, 100%. And Spunky's watching from Sydney, so hi Spunky, it's been a while. We're back on. Furious George skating for the Team New Zealand team. Looks to be making relatively easy work of the pack, and until she's met by a 3-wall featuring Jambi as pivot, Gaz and Raygun from Richter City and Primeval. So
That's a tough wall.
This is a tough wall.
So much experience in that wall.
If you added the years, right? And Furious George able to skip out and that signature kind of skateboard out of the pack.
Yeah. Did George used to skateboard?
I believe so. I know she used to, yes.
And again.
And snowboard.
And again. Here we go. Here's that
Jambi takes a star pass, what a surprise, and is now the jammer of record for the All-Star mashup team. George attempting a jump, decides instead to call it as she gets hit off by ray gun into the inside of the track.
I didn't even see that star pass.
So sneaky.
So sneaky. That was number 22, Foxy, that started in that penalty box. Right, next up we have for Team New Zealand, that's 175, Jaws. And for the mashup team we have number 732, that's Rough Cuddles.
Score now sitting at 60 points for Team New Zealand and 50 points for All Stars. Jaws trying the inside line, nearly gets there, has to get around Crunch and Foxy. And Hot Rod, not quite able to make that work. Foxy going to the Garage Project penalty box for what I think was a forearms call. Both jammers having to work really hard to get there. Princess Slayer coming back to play offense, trying to play some interference on that pack. But perhaps didn't quite do that as cleanly as she thought and is now also going to the penalty box.
Cuddle working hard in that strong free wall at the front there.
So that's Tinor. And I can't see who else is jamming there. That's Mars and Joelle Hui.
Bit of a tough wall at the top there.
Jules manages to stay in. Crunch was so impressed with that, she just stopped and clapped.
Yes.
So, you know, this is what I love about this sport, right? It's like we
Absolutely.
can be full contact, putting kind of all of our heart and soul into this game, but then on the track, we're all still mates.
Absolutely. And that's what Manakitanga is in Te Ao Māori, is uplift others and support and respect each other on the track. We are competitive, but at the end of the day, we've still got to look after our tinana, our bodies, because outside of roller derby, we've got life.
Absolutely. Those knees, we kind of need to keep them working right.
Absolutely.
Score now sits at 60 points for Team New Zealand and 52 for the All-Star mashup team, so still a really tight game. Grim Sleeper, number 14, jamming for Team New Zealand. 999 Velocity Raptor for Bay City. I've got it in my head. The All-Star mashup team is out and is lead. But Grim Sleeper also now out of the pack. Velocity Raptor looking to call the jam off before Grim can get around and score points. So 1 point going on the board for the All-Star team.
The penalty box is clear.
Don't say that.
Probably gonna
Every
fix-
time I say it, someone goes to the penalty box. So
I'm gonna
maybe it's
fix
just me. Simba jamming for All Stars and Kazi for Team New Zealand. Team New Zealand really trying to get the back of the pack so they can kind of catch Simba straight away, not giving them any room to run up.
Beautiful post-op work on the outside line from Kazi for Team New Zealand. Simba still pushing hard at the front there, 2 blockers to beat.
Princess Slayer and... is that Joelle Hui? It appears to be. Yes. It manages to edge Simba out on the outside line and then run them back all the way back behind the pack. So nothing quite so soul-destroying as a jammer, right? Than thinking you're nearly out and then no.
Yes. And we've got Kazi there that's on a scoring pass.
Kazi working really hard against that 3 wall of
That is a strong wall there.
Sting, Paddy Wacker, and I believe that is Crunch, number 19. Not giving up though, just continuing to push.
Yes. Get some help from Demonique there. And clears the point for 4 points.
I mean, that was a minute before we established lead jammer.
Wow. No scoring pass.
Crunch now taking a star pass for...
Oh, I nearly jumped off the seat. I was like, oh,
We love to see it.
Yes, Crunch, can you wear that star? First.
She's very quickly taking it off.
Yeah. Damn it.
68 points for Team New Zealand, 53 points for the All-Star Mashup team. Jambi coming to jam for the All-Star team. And Iona Shotgun for Team New Zealand. So Team New Zealand starting this jam with their pivot in the penalty box, which gives them a short pack. And the All-Star team really holding back Iona Shotgun at that back of the pack there. Jambi out front and lead.
Iona Shotgun out. Close behind, really. The skaters can get around in, what do we say, 6 seconds?
Something like that. Jambi decides she's not going to risk this. She's just going to do 4 points and then call off the jam.
Nice offence there from that.
Beautiful screen on the outside line.
Lovely. Easy points.
I mean, and that's kind of what you want as a jammer, right? You just want that space opened up so you just, it's like the waters have parted and you can just skate straight on through untouched.
Yep. How you like it. How you want it, really.
You know, like, why spend any energy if you don't need to? 999 and 420 lining up, so that's Furious George and Velocity Raptor. Two jammers we've seen a lot of this weekend.
Yes. Working hard.
Furious George, the victor in that one, coming out in front as the lead jammer. Joelle Hui not giving up on Velocity Raptor, and Demonique with a big hit to the outside, assisted by 666 Princess Slayer. They're now locking down on Velocity Raptor, tracking her left and right. Furious George working at the back on her scoring pass.
That's number 19 for the mashup team to the penalty box, that's Crunch. And also the pivot back in the box, that's Demonique, number 9 from Team New Zealand.
Furious George out on a scoring pass and picks up 4 points there. Meanwhile, Team New Zealand really trying to wind the other jammer back. Oh, beautiful hit from Princess Slayer to get Velocity Raptor out on the inside line there. And again, taking her all the way back.
Yes. That 3-wall at the front is working hard on Jules. And clears the pack was Velocity Raptor.
Furious George opting to call that jam off. There was a lot of hard work in that turn. And that straight away, sorry, like no one was really making any ground, right? It was a good 30, 40 seconds where no one was coming forward at all. So hard work all round.
Both sides. Those jammers working
Absolutely.
hard. The pack's working hard. Just the skill.
Yeah, you roll the derby.
Roller derby. Love it.
175 Jaws and 732. That is Rough Cuddles lining up on the jam line.
Another pivot line. Quick switch.
And a quick switch just before the whistle. So Gaz, Primeval and Raygun holding Jaws at the back there. Cuddles looking for a shirt whip off her team. Love to see it.
That's lead for Cuddle. Jawsy. 1 to beat. That's Gaz. And Scrappy.
And it's clear of the pack. Cuddles through with some beautiful offense from her team there on the turn and calls off the jam. 4 points on the board for Cuddles on that pass, so it brings the score to 74 for Team New Zealand and 61 for the All-Stars.
It looks like that Team New Zealand has pack advantage.
So 1 in the box for the All-Stars. Simba really pushing on that 4-wall, moving it forward. Grim trying to slide through the outside, cuts to the inside and hopes, nope. Couldn't quite make that happen. Grim trying again on the outside. She's got 1 to beat, but Simba is out and is lead jammer.
Beautiful switch.
Huge grin.
Lovely grin. Love that from Simba. Always smiling. Having a good time on the track.
That's why we do it, right?
Absolutely. Grin. Clear.
Oh, but Gaz decides maybe not today.
Such a great hit. Grim. Here's the initial pass. 2 points for the All-Star Mashup team.
And none on the board for Team New Zealand.
I think we've just hit intermission.
Did that happen that fast?
Mate, a blink did I miss.
So the halftime score is 74 for Team New Zealand, 63 for the All-Star Mashup team. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the final 30 minutes of roller derby this weekend.
Oh,
I know, but sad. And it's the end of the season, I think, for most people.
it is, but the beginning of the season for BCR.
Indeed. See, with all endings come new beginnings.
Absolutely. So I wish them all the best.
Indeed.
Shall we take a quick break?
Shall we? We'll come back, we'll do the raffle draw, we'll give you a rundown of stats, and then we'll be back into it for the final half.
Sounds good. So
Right.
you on the stream, please do come back.
See you soon.
Take it deep.
So no skates may become no legs shortly, but no. That was impressive. Hey, so we're going to a quick ad break now. No. I just wanted to give a heads up that the merch stand will be packing up shortly. So if you were thinking about it all weekend and thought, maybe I want to get a tournament t-shirt, but maybe I'll wait till the end of the day, please go and see the merch stand now because they will be packing it up shortly. So they've got some sweet tournament tees. Mana Tangata, have you still got merch sitting there? Aye? No? Kau. No, merch is packed up, but you can see a friendly person from Mana Tangata or Aotearoa and they'll be able to help you with any merch orders you might want to place with them. Or there is a link to a web store. I'm getting sign language on this. Excellent. I also wanted to thank Doug King, otherwise known as Skullduggery. Doug is doing concussion testing this week, so if you see him standing in the corner with skaters getting them to read a list of numbers, that's him making sure that they are A-OK in terms of concussion. And also huge thank you to Wellington Free Ambulance who have been with us all weekend. Thankfully, nothing too major has come their way and we're always really happy to see that. But a huge thank you to them for helping us to make this tournament safe for everybody involved. It might be time to do a little thank you for sponsors and then also do our raffle check. We've got 6 minutes until the final 30 minutes of this weekend. So just a huge thank you to Garage Project Beers, to Aiko, to Deliver Easy, Seaside Skates, Thunderpants, Rich Coffee and Flamingo Scooters. All right, let's raffle it up, shall we? Now, since I have a vested interest here, declaring my conflict of interest, I'm going to get Mag to draw the tickets so that, you know, it's all above board when Red 050. That's your one. You keep Red 047. Okie dokie. So, for the prize of a Seaside Skates $50 voucher and a bag of Rich Coffee, it is Nicole, Hearts Red 32E. Is Nicole here? Nicole? Is that a Nicole? No, that's just someone walking down the stairs. It is Nicole. No, it's not Nicole. Okay, we'll put that one aside for Nicole. That's for you. Okay, so it is the Seaside Skates voucher. Handy. There you go. Thank you. Second prize is the Flamingo 100-minute voucher and a bag of Rich Coffee. Red 05, no. It's the wrong one. Red 056, Mad Eye. Red 056, Mad Eye. Come on down.
That was close, wasn't it?
Oh, it was really close. Can you get the right one next time?
Yeah.
It's okay, I trust you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. This is for a $50 Thunderpants voucher and a bag of Rich Coffee. Red 097, it's Emily Thompson. Is Emily here? No? Yes. Hello, Emily. We've got a good strike rate on this so far, Madge. You're good at this. There you go. Thank you. And let's do it. Final one. This is the big prize package from Aiko, valued at over $200.
Going deep.
Go deep. Including a tumbler, a tote bag, a bunch of stationaries, a glasses case, some posters, a wall planner. Get 24 sorted. Mark all your derby dates on there straight away. It's Red 051, which is not the one I wanted. I wanted Red 050. Issy? Red 051. Is Issy here? No, can't see them. Okay, we'll put Issy's prize aside for them because I've got their phone number, so we can give them a call and make sure they get their prize. Thank you to everyone who bought a raffle ticket today. Some of us were luckier than others, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, thank you. It didn't work?
No.
Okay, we're 3 minutes away from the final half of this game. Thoughts?
I want more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want some more apex jumps.
Yeah.
I want some more star
Yeah,
passes.
I want some dancing.
Some dancing. I love a little dancing.
From the crowd. How are we feeling out here in the crowd? Hey, we're still here, we're still in it. Hey, thank you so much for staying and supporting Tautoko is what we call it in Reo Māori. Tautoko in our sport, we love it. Thank you so much for coming.
Welcome back. It's 20 seconds till probably the 19th to last jam, I reckon. Something like
Something
that.
like that. And lining up, we have number 3, 4 for Mesh. The Mesha, that is Jambi. And for Team New Zealand, we've got number 2, that's Kamikaze.
Both teams starting on the pivot line this time. The flamingo scooter pivot line. Got the 5-second call, so we are about to go. All Stars racing back to meet the jammer on the jam line. That's 221 Bad Wolf, Gaz and Scrappy, yes. Meanwhile, Jambi out half a lap ahead and lead jammer. But Kazi not that far behind. Jambi calling to her pack to run forward. Clearly a jammer who likes the chaos of a fast pack.
Absolutely. Team New Zealand doing well.
Keep their hips in front as much as possible. Did Jambi pick up 2 there, I think? Yes. There's a real art, right, in being able to run away, but then stop.
Stop. Yes, on the dime is what I call it. Stop on that dime. So for Team New Zealand, we've got number 1-3, that's Iona Shotgunner. Oh, and we've also got our 7-3-2, that's Cuddle. And both actually play for Dead End Derby down in Christchurch.
Indeed, North of
So it's good to have them here in Pōneke.
Tight pack for everybody, but Shoddy comes out first as lead jammer. Cuddle's caught up at the front of the pack there against a wall from Team New Zealand, but is able to break free while Shoddy is coming round for a scoring pass. Straight through as if that was a knife through butter, and calls the jam.
Unbelievable, I kind of blinked and missed it. Hot on the heels though was number 7-3-2, that was Cuddle.
So these pairs relatively evenly matched actually. So in the first half of the game, Team New Zealand has had 12 lead jams and the All-Stars have had 13. And in terms of penalties, Team New Zealand on 11 penalties and All-Stars on 12. And I think that's reflected in the score. It's a pretty even score this far. 420 Furious George and 999 Velocity Raptor jamming now. Velocity Raptor hitting that pack with quite a lot of speed and power. George able to dance up on the inside line and establish lead jammer. Velocity still caught up in that pack. It's Unit, Lens Flare, Diamond and Jigglytuff holding her up there, pushing her into the inside, while Furious George skips through the pack and picks up 4 points. Velocity really kind of being squeezed out of bounds. They're hoping to run her back a little bit and make her work harder. Diamond being sent for a penalty to the Garage Project penalty box.
In the meantime, George scores another 4 points.
Velocity really having to work hard here against this pairing of Lens Flare and Unit.
And clears the initial pass. Furious Jaws. There's another 4 points.
085 Hot Rod for the All-Stars team being sent to the penalty box for a destruction of pack penalty. A bit of a technical penalty, that one. So there's a whole gamut of rules about how far away you can be from other players and who's responsible when you get too far away.
Many rules.
Many rules. We don't
Many
have
rules.
time to go into
No.
section 4 of the WFTDA rulebook, but
No, we'll be
suffice
here
to
all
say
right.
it's bedtime reading.
Yeah.
But very important,
Yes. You need to know how to play roller derby. They have a lot of rules.
which is why we have 7 refs. So each of these refs has a really specific job, and we couldn't play this game without them. 175, that's Jaws, facing off against a pretty tough wall there set up by the All-Stars mashup team, while Simba is out, lead and scoring points.
Jaws also clears the pack. Simba scores 1, 2,
2, 3, maybe the 4th?
maybe 4.
And calls the jam.
That's 3 points for the mashup team.
I own a shotgun coming out to jam for... No, it's not. It's Grim Sleeper. Jamming for Team New Zealand. I've said too many words this weekend and they're just not coming out of my face very well now. So.
You're so good at it, just natural.
Jambi jamming for the All-Stars mashup team. Gaz looks like she's going to set up to play offense on that outside line. Jambi taking the offense and just scooching up the outside before anybody else can close it off. But Grim not too far behind and really chasing Jambi.
Beautiful skating. Good comms there from both sides.
Unit encouraging her team to speed that pack up. So she's backwards and just picking up the pace, keeping everyone's points safe from the opposition skater. Score sits at 90 points for Team New Zealand, 68 points for the All-Stars. Still a really tight game. Kazi taking the star for Team New Zealand on this jam, and 732 Rough Cuddles for the All-Stars team. Everyone decides they would like to be really close to the jammers for the start.
There's change of tactic there. I love that every time. Spicing it up. Fighting at the top there, we have Cuddle.
And Kazi being drawn back by Crunch, Fox, Sting, and Monsterella, who is wearing the pivot hat for this jam.
Cuddle scores 4 points. Clears that
Straight
pack.
through. Kazi's still really fighting at the back. They're looking for some help. Had some offense from Princess Slayer there calling, but Fox has managed to hit her out and draw her right back. A Fox special. Joelle Hui deciding that she would quite like to hit Cuddles out. Cuddles managed to recover and stay inbounds. So it's coming around for yet another scoring pass. Great jam for Cuddles.
That's a star pass to number 9. That's Dominique for Team New Zealand. And Cuddle, another 4 points. And calls that jam. Comes to conclusion. And
That tightens the game to a 10-point game.
Beautiful jam from the mashup team. Still close. For Team New Zealand, we have Shoddy. That's I own a shotgun. And then we have, for the mashup team, we have number 1, that's Simba. Hey, can we get some crowds going, do you reckon?
Oh, you reckon?
How
I
are they
think-
feeling?
Crowd looks like they've watched a lot of roller derby
They
this
do.
weekend.
They just want to watch. Fair enough.
Simba on the inside line. Oh, look, now you've got the crowd going mad. Or that might have been Simba.
Yeah. Either, it's great to hear.
Shoddy chasing Simba down, really kind of putting on some pressure, hoping to sneak through some points. Ooh. Was she able... 2 points on the board for Shoddy, 2 points on the board for Simba. So a really good chase by Shoddy to close that down.
So Team New Zealand have a pack advantage again with number 420, that's Furious George. And we've got, for the mashup side, we have number 34, that's Jambi.
Team New Zealand coming right back to the start, to the jam line, really hoping to take away any opportunity Jambi has to build up momentum and speed straight off the jam whistle. Furious George furiously skating left and right, trying to get past blockers. Tino at the top of the pack, swing and a miss on Jambi. And Jambi is lead jammer and sort of halfway around the track now. George is still working at the top of the pack there.
Fighting at the top.
Team New Zealand setting up to play some defence on Jambi. Monsterella with a drawback on George, so heading her out and then making her come onto the track behind her.
Still needs to make that initial pass, but Jambi in the meantime scores another 4 points. Again.
And looks to be just kind of making sure she's staying clean and safe. She's played a lot of roller derby this weekend.
Yes.
And this is the point in time where, you know, you do start to make silly mistakes if you're getting tired and
Absolutely.
your body's really feeling it. So really smart decision just to do what needs to be done.
It's a true grind. Dig deep.
Oh, there'll be some ice baths tonight, I am sure.
Oh, maybe some spas.
Oof. It's Paul's
Treat
down the road.
yourself. Please do. We've done the mahi. Got to do the treats. Oh, George.
Furious George out of the pack and now able to score. It is now a very tight game. 6 points in it.
Very.
Will that change on this last? 3 points going up on the board for the All-Stars. So we're now 92 for Team New Zealand, 89 for All-Star mashup team. So coming out of the halftime break, the All-Stars clearly had a
good corridor.
Yeah, I love a halftime corridor. It can change the game completely.
Yes. Start the game fresh.
0-0.
Absolutely. Don't worry about what happened just then. Start again.
In the words of Elsa, let it go. 175 Jaws jamming against 732 Rough Cuddles. Rough Cuddles pushing away at the top of the pack, looking for some offense from 81. Still working really hard there against a pack with Lens Flare, Jigglytuff, Diamond and Unit. Gaz putting some real pressure on Jaws 175, but Jaws is out, not lead, but is now eligible to score points. Cuddles being drawn right back by Jigglytuff. That was about 40 feet they pulled her back, and they've really caught her now into that tripod.
Lead is now gone to Jaws. It's for Team New Zealand. Cuddle is now out from the initial pass.
Gaz looking for a drawback on Jaws as well. And the bench furiously calling for Jaws to call the jam off.
Two points on the board for Team New Zealand.
98 v 89. Oh, it's a tight game.
Oh, look at that. We have, for the mashup team, we've got 999, that's Velocity Rapture. And for Team New Zealand, we have number 14, that's Grim Sleeper.
So Team New Zealand starting with a slight pack advantage here. 4 blockers on the track for them, 3 blockers on the pack for the All-Star mashup team. What a fast exit of the pack for both of those jammers. So Grim Sleeper out first and lead, but Velocity Raptor hot on her heels. Grim coming in backwards, hoping to pick up a couple of points as she called the jam.
That was fierce.
Indeed it was. I can't see any hands in the air for points for Team New Zealand, but I also don't have a clear view all the way through. 2 points going on the board for Team New Zealand there. Scully's getting a shout out on the stream. Apparently her voice is carrying through to the microphone, so clearly Scully is standing probably a good 10 feet away from these mics, so obviously doing her best to project to her team the instructions from the bench. Particularly tough with a run back on Simba. Unit and Flair there to help catch Simba on the way through, hoping to shut them down so they're not able to pick up any more points. Meanwhile, Kazi fighting the way at the front of the pack, looking for some assistance from Diamond, playing offense. Not quite able to make that work, but they're going again. And sometimes that is what offense is all about, just playing some interference, breaking it up, having another go, just making enough chaos so that your player can find the space they need.
Kazi getting some help there from number 229, that's Diamond.
And able to sneak through on the inside, achieve lead jammer, while Simba still held at the back there by that really tough wall from the Team New Zealand blockers. Primeval with a nice hit out on Kazi to the back.
There's a lot of whistles going on out there, Rusty.
As long as they don't call my number, it's okay. I just keep going.
Yes. It was a Team New Zealand skater to the penalty box.
Lens Flare takes this. No, it's not Lens Flare. It's 221 Bad Wolf.
No, that's
but you
Bad
can be
Wolf.
Lens Flare if you like. 221 Bad Wolf taking the star pass for the All-Star mashup team. And Kazi calling the jam before Bad Wolf was able to score any points. So 3 going on the board for All-Star mashup team in that jam. So that's 103 for Team New Zealand, and that should change the score to 89 to the All-Star mashup team. Number 13, Iona Shotgun, and number 732, Rough Cuddles lining up to jam. The All-Stars mashup team opting to take the back this time. Team New Zealand starting with just 3 blockers on the track. One of their blockers is in the Garage Project penalty box, so they have a slight disadvantage here. They're not probably able to offer Shoddy the kind of offence they might ordinarily, whereas 19 Crunch able to play some beautiful offence at the front there, break up the Team New Zealand wall and help Rough Cuddles get through to get lead jammer status and then come round to score points. Crunch
Shoddy.
now working on Shoddy at the back of the pack.
Working on those links. We've kind of come to a standstill here.
Everyone's just having a cuddle.
Cuddle. One to beat and clears.
And clears. Meanwhile, Shoddy hasn't made it really out of the straightaway here, so a really tough, but beautiful toe-stop work on the inside line. Just hop and skip around both Hot Rod and Crunch. Cuddles decides to call the jam, putting points on the board for All-Stars before Team New Zealand is able to score.
So that was 3 points in that final round there, so making a total of 7 points. Bringing the score to Team New Zealand 103 to the mashup.
It's a tight game.
96.
Yeah, so 7 points in it.
Okay, so on the jammer line we have number 34, that's Jambi for the mashup side, and for Team New Zealand we have number 420, that's Furious George.
Furious George hops and skips right up the inside line, straight up the lead, but Jambi is right on her heels, and in fact has just now passed George. What happens here? Do they run? Do they call it?
Oh, she's speeding up here. She's speeding up here.
Everyone's going for a really fast skate.
Nice work there. Nice work there.
I can't tell if anyone got any points there.
Jambi managed to get
picked
that
up
one point there. I saw that number 8008, that was Gaz, got that point there, slowed that one blocker down.
And sometimes that's all you need to do, right? Is just
Absolutely.
get one.
Just crawl.
So it's now a 6-point game. She's tight.
Tight. Very close.
Timeout being called by, it appears to be the All-Stars team. Looks like they're just having a bit of a cordial about what's working for them, what's not, what they're going to change, what they're going to do differently, or maybe they're just doing it to mess with the momentum.
Absolutely.
But equally valid.
Tactical. Could be just to regroup again.
Yep.
You know.
Sometimes we always need to like take a big breath in.
Yep.
Big breath out.
Some skillful work happening out there.
So just taking a quick look at stats again. So lead jammer fairly even. 19 lead jams awarded to the All-Stars, 17 awarded to Team New Zealand. Penalties sitting pretty evenly as well. Team New Zealand on 13 penalties and All-Stars on 16. It doesn't look like anyone really is in penalty danger at this point. So a few people on 3s and 4s, but nothing really to be too concerned about given there's 13 minutes left in this game. Just looking at kind of jammer penalties. So 1 jammer penalty for Team New Zealand and no jammer penalties for the All-Stars. So
interesting.
1 power jam we've seen in this game so far.
This game.
So that's just a real indication of the level of skill
Yes.
and fitness and just pure finesse that we're seeing out on this track.
For the final game.
After a long weekend.
Long weekend. Nice mahi team.
999, that's Velocity Raptor jamming for the All-Stars. 175 Jaws jamming for Team New Zealand. Crunch being sent off for a penalty for a direction of gameplay penalty.
And we've got Velocity Raptor on a scoring pass.
Bit of confusion there as to who may have been lead jam. It looked like Jules was getting the finger of joy pointed at her, but it changed.
Bit of a tumble.
And Jules emerges from the front of the pack, putting 4 points on the board. Velocity Rapture is in the pack, picking up points, but hasn't cleared the pack yet. Princess Slayer goes for a swing, doesn't quite get there. Rapture comes up the front and calls the jam. So
4
4
even.
and 0 in that pass.
6 points in it there, Rusty. Anyone's game.
So exciting.
Who have we got there on the jam line?
Grim and Jambi.
Nice.
1 person in the Garage Project penalty box. So Team New Zealand starting with 4 blockers. Jambi coming hot into that pack. Really making the jammers commit and move, which is creating some space, and she's able to get out. Unit chasing her out the front of the pack, but Jambi clear and lead. Jigglytuff taking the star. So a star pass to Jigglytuff for Team New Zealand. Grim joining the pack as a jammer. We haven't seen Jiggly jam as yet, and Jambi calls it just as Jiggly hits the pack.
Nice bench calls there. Good
Very,
from here.
very
clear.
well timed.
Yes.
So it's now a 2-point game. This is edge of your seat kind of stuff, team. How's everyone in the crowd feeling about that? Good, okay, yep, I know, it's been a long weekend, team, but it's 2 points in this game. I feel like it requires a little bit of oomph.
Yeah, let's give these skaters out there a bit of
So
total
yes,
ball. Bit of love.
7-3-2, out and lead. Kazi not far behind. Beautiful work from Cuddles to get around Tino, who thought that they may have managed to get them, but didn't quite. 2 on the board. It's a tied game. It is a tied game.
With 10 minutes, give or take, to go.
Ish.
Ish. Love the old ish. 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 Yeah.
Simba and Shoddy lining up to jam. 4 blockers apiece for these teams. So Team New Zealand starting at the back, sitting in tight, trying to catch Simba before Simba gets any momentum and power. 81
Shoddy.
Scrappy coming in to play some offense and managing to break up that wall. Shoddy getting around Gaz
Nice
and
work,
out the front of the
Simba.
pack and really chasing Simba down.
Nice
And in the
even.
end, no one got any points.
No. Still. 107 each.
I don't know if I can deal with this tension.
No. I'm on the edge of my seat. Is anyone else
I'm
on the edge of
literally on the edge of my seat. 999 Velociraptor has had a stormer of a weekend. I feel like I've said that name a lot,
Aye.
particularly in conjunction with the words lead jammer.
Aye. But also, I would like to give credit to our officials, our Team Fish, Team Ika, Team Fish, getting out there. They've just had a very long
day.
weekend.
And if you think the skaters have skated a long distance, those refs on the outside of the track,
Yes.
they've skated even further.
It's a bit like 30 laps in 5 minutes.
Is that-
I don't really know.
Just make it up.
I know,
People will
just-
believe you.
I know, it just sounds good. But no, credit to our officials. Without our
Absolutely.
officials, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So a big shout out also to Roller Derby Streaming NZ for giving you this free stream, I guess. But if you do want to
Contribute,
contribute,
I'm sure they'll welcome it. So.
you know, how about you do a little bit of a donate or I like to call it give a donut.
A donut. Have a donut.
Give a donut.
Nice.
Give a donut to our Roller Derby
I'm
Streaming
sure
NZ.
that they'll appreciate it. This is
Absolutely.
probably the last game for the year for Roller Derby Streaming New Zealand, so
We actually really appreciate the quality of the stream as well
It's
from our
incredible
team
quality.
here in Aotearoa.
very fortunate to have our team here
Absolutely.
to help us with this.
Absolutely.
Long,
to give you
a
this
long
free
way
stream.
from DNN.
Hey, I wonder where you watching from? Be nice to know. But on the jam line we have number 999 for the mashup team.
Velociraptor.
There we go.
And jamming for
Team New Zealand.
It's 420 Furious George. Demonique with a big hit on Velociraptor to the inside line. So that's Velociraptor really going for the links between Princess Slayer and Joelle Hui. Furious George out and leads. Raptor caught in the pack. George taking a big jump into that pack, able to kind of nearly skip through on the inside line, but isn't quite able to make it. Meanwhile, Hui and Princess Slayer and Demonique trying to run the other jammer back. Velociraptor taking some time to come back onto the track. I wonder if she maybe just winded. She seems to be fine, but probably just took a big hit.
Take it easy.
Look after
Yeah,
yourself.
well, absolutely.
Last game.
Last one. 8 minutes to go there. Ish. Who's that ish again? In the meantime, Furious George scoring 4 points for Team New Zealand.
So Ships watching from Levin. So there you go.
Oh, kia ora.
Kia ora, Ship.
Kia ora, Shippy. Hey, you were
Listen.
just on here before.
Tasmania. I know that Spunky's watching from Sydney,
Yes.
so lovely to have some people from
Yes.
across the water watching us. And yes, I did give a shout out to DNN. The hours I spent trying to understand what Bonnie Thunders look like in 8-bit pixels. Jaws 175 jamming against Jambi for the All-Star mashup team.
Really locking in
Jaws.
Jaws there, fighting at the top.
So Primeval, Gaz, Scrappy, and
Bad Wolf.
Bad Wolf. So great combination of skaters who actually don't skate together. So
No.
that's impressive to see that level of cohesion
Yes.
between a pack. But this is probably the first time those four skaters have ever been on the track together.
Yeah. JMB, 4 points. And 175 still
Breaking free of the
breaking
pack
free.
now
There
and
we
able
go.
to score. Jambi straight through on the outside line, looking to their bench and opting to call off the jam.
Nice defence there from the All-Star mashup.
Yeah, and it's a lead change. 1-1-5 to the All-Stars, 1-1-1 to the Team New Zealand squad. We have 7 minutes left in this game, people. 7 minutes. It is really, really close. Like one jam could change all of these things.
All it takes is that one jam.
Pavey's watching from Melbourne. Cassawary's watching from Brisbane. So great to have people joining us from all over the place. Grim Sleeper, number 14, jamming for the All-Stars.
And-
Rough Cuddles, 732, out and lead for All-Stars.
Grim Sleeper also out of their house. Oh,
Jam
we
is
had
being called for an injured skater, so we're just going to wait and see that they're okay. They are returning to their bench. And they're just being sent to by their bench manager, but it appears that we're just waiting to hear from the officials whether we will continue with the next jam or whether we will wait.
You can see the head ref there.
And Wellington Free Ambulance, thank you for your mahi and your care.
Absolutely. That's one thing that I've noticed about the free ambulance care here in Pornike. We don't really get that in Te Papaioea, so in Palmerston North. So, yeah, having free help is
We're very fortunate.
fortunate. Yeah,
Very lucky.
Yes,
and
very
we're
lucky.
incredibly grateful to them.
Absolutely. Ngā mihi nui kia korua.
Jamie lining up to jam for the All-Stars. Kazi straight up the inside. Oh, that on one toe stop, but Primeval took care of that. So, Kazi nearly through, but just taking all the way back. Jambi straight through in his lead jammer.
No, lead is actually with Kazi.
Who does not appear to know that.
To know that. Kazi is lead, so might be wanting to rack up some points.
Jambi out in scoring points, putting 4 on the board. Kazi looking to get some points also, and then calling the jam, equalising the pass that Jambi put up.
Just checking for points there from the Team New Zealand jam ref.
You're not
Just
appearing
consulting
to see
there.
it. Yes, that is
Oh, there we
4
go.
points going on. So score now 119 to the All-Stars, 115 to Team New Zealand. It's one jam, people. One pass. Shotty number 13, and that appears to be Monsterella jamming for All-Stars. We haven't seen her jam in this game, I don't think. We've seen her pivot.
A lovely toe stop work there from Iona Shotgun.
Monsterella coming up the inside line, nearly out, but
And
caught at
again.
the top there by Demonique and Princess Slayer.
And Claire's
A few sort of last-minute swings from Demonique and Princess Slayer at the top there. Shotty coming around and hoping to score, and calls the jam before Monsterella is able to put points up. So that should get us pretty close to a tied game. I'm just waiting to see how many points Shotty was able to put on the board there. Waiting for the jam ref to confirm. We have none on the board for All-Stars, and 3 going on the board. 1 point game. 1 point game. 4 minutes to play. There's probably about 3 jams, you reckon?
Nice clearance there from
Jambi straight up the middle. George really fighting at the top there against Gaz, Primeval, and Scrappy. Jambi around and scoring, just breaking through that Team New Zealand pack as much as possible, but they're able to kind of regroup around her. They thought they'd pushed her out, but didn't quite work. Jambi gets the 4, calls the jam, puts 4 on the board for All-Stars, extending that lead to 5 points.
Just less than 4 minutes to go remaining in this game there, Rusty.
It is tight.
So tight. And looks like that for the mashup team we have a 7-3-2, that's Rough Cuddle, and 1-7-5, that's draws for Team New Zealand.
So Pavey on the stream's asking how many leads for each team. So All-Star Mashups had 26 lead jammer calls, and Team New Zealand's had 20. Jules really pushing through the top of that pack. She's just got 1 to beat. That 1 happens to be Crunch. Cuddles, however, on toe stops around the inside of the turn and out for lead. Jules is now out too. Cuddles just kind of breaking through that pack.
Beautiful work.
And calling the jam. So that extends the lead 1-2-7 to the All-Stars, 1-1-8 to Team New Zealand.
Looks like we're calling an official review from the mashup side. So So we might just take the moment just to have a quick breather.
Let's do it.
Crikey. Things are getting... Oh, no, I learnt a new slang word.
Oh, yeah? What was it? Is it something the kids are saying because I don't
From the
understand?
BCR side, and Katie, what I've forgotten. Because I was saying crikey.
Yeah? Apparently that's not...
Oh,
Bentley?
Kia ora. Deadly.
Oh, deadly.
Yeah.
I thought they were saying Bentley. I was very confused. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Deadly.
Yeah, aye.
So in what context would one use?
Like, you're the bomb. Like,
okay, it's
yeah,
deadly.
yeah,
like sick and wicked.
Yeah,
like what the kids
yeah,
used to
yeah,
say.
yeah, like me huddle.
Wow.
Like, amazing.
Hello there,
Aye.
young people.
Yeah. Deadly. You're deadly,
All right.
Rusty.
Use that in a sentence at work tomorrow, shall I?
Yeah. See how that goes.
Yeah. I reckon it'll be great.
I might try it at mine.
Report back.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and add that kupu into my...
I'm always looking to build my kupu, right?
yeah. But hey, just talking about kupu Māori ritirapa. So ritirapa, roller derby. Ritirapa in te reo Māori. So we have kaipiro. Kaipiro is jammer in te reo Māori. Kai huri is pivot. And kai ārai is blocker. So there you go, e te whānau. Wherever you are, use these 3 kupu Māori into your own leagues if you want to.
And we've seen a lot this weekend of tūpeke as well, haven't we?
Around the
on the apex.
apex.
So tūpeke is a leap.
I'm too scared to leave the ground, Rusty.
Oh, me too.
So when I do, I really celebrate my action. I like all 8 wheels. Sometimes 7, apparently. I've lost a wheel in a game.
Have you?
Twice. All at survival.
The same one?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we're back.
Number 14, Grim Sleeper lining up to jam against 34, Jambi. There is 2 minutes or so left in this game, so it is tight. Jambi is out and lead. Grim passing the star fast to Jiggly Tough. So we see Jiggly coming out to jam. This is a new thing.
Nice, Jiggly Tough. Good pass there.
Jambi opting to run the jam. Jiggly just going straight into the back of a blocker there.
That was beautiful, Jambi.
And just really breaking through the pack. So Jiggly working at the top there. She's got Gaz, Raygun and Prime Evil and Bad Wolf to beat. Jambi up against Unit, able to try and give her a little flick into the inside line, but wasn't successful. And Jiggly now being sent to the Garage Project penalty box for a cut track penalty, which gives Jambi a power jam.
It does. We got one in there. Rusty.
It's been a long time since power jam. Jambi nearly, but very smartly recovered,
Nice
exited
recover.
the track and entered back in behind the blocker who hit her out.
Yes.
So very aware, smart roller derby play. You could see
Just
on
to
their
make
face.
sure. Just to make sure. Love that. Oh, the power. Oh,
Incredible footwork, incredible skill and strength from Jambi there.
I'm just going to plug here. If you are around tomorrow, Jambi has got a boot camp tomorrow.
So please
Please.
join us. If
Don't
you
have a
see
sore
yourself doing a little of
Yes.
this, a few tūpeke perhaps,
Yes.
and
And fancy
fancy feet like
Fancy.
that, you too can learn from Jambi.
Yes, beautiful. So we really appreciate Jambi coming here and teaching those fine skills to us here in Aotearoa.
Jambi skating backwards, just deciding she's going to just let that period clock expire. So,
That's final score there,
folks,
Rusty.
that will be the end of the game. How many points did Jambi put up on that last
was a
part? It was a
20-point
20-point jam.
I think
What a
that's
way to
the
finish a
highest-
game.
highest
I've seen a
this
couple
game.
of 20s, but this is the
Okay,
first time
okay.
this game I've seen a 20-point jam.
Nice. Looks like we're ready for another one.
One more?
One more. Lucky
One
last.
more jam.
Lucky
One
last,
more
yeah.
jam. No one's gonna. You know when you start something and no one comes with you? It's really embarrassing. Rough Cuddles on the track for the All Stars. Jiggly Tough now re-entering because from the penalty box, meeting Fox, Crunch, Paddy Wacker, and that will be Monsterella at the back of the pack. Rough Cuddles working hard against a front pack from Team New Zealand. It is Joelle Hui, Demonique,
Both packs are making
and
it
two people
hard
I
for this
cannot
final one.
identify.
Fighting.
Looking for some help from Monsterella, who's in there playing some offense, really trying to break up that Team New Zealand pack. Is successful. Is unsure quite what to do here. Jigglytuff working their way up the front of the pack past Monsterella is now awarded lead jammer.
Kapai Karo. Out tight. Nice and tight.
Team New Zealand at the back of the pack.
Has
All Stars decide they would quite like to run quite fast here.
yes, absolutely. And we've actually got, looks like 852 Hui in the penalty box.
Jigglytuff just deciding to call that jam off, looking at it and thinking, am I going to get any more points here? Maybe I'll just cut my losses.
So the unofficial score there, final score is Team New Zealand on 121 and the All-Star mashup is on 147.
It's a really close game all the way
really
through,
close.
but that final jam, that 20-point jam made all the difference, right? So,
Yes.
And this is where that real skill shows for a player to have played 5 games over 2 days and put up a 20-point jam at the end
Mate,
is incredible.
absolutely.
So
So
huge work all round everyone. I know the jammers make it look like it's easy, but actually those blockers,
are doing
they're
some mahi
doing
as
some
well.
mahi in there too.
Absolutely. And you know, it's actually Kai Pedal's job to obviously score the points for this game. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the blockers do a lot of the work too to make these jammers look great too.
Yeah, look, it's always the blocker's job to make the jammers look like they've just done it without too much effort.
Yeah, bit of a beam dip, bit of a jump.
Away you go.
Hey, love
Meanwhile, we're in there working our way around. Someone once described roller derby to me as playing chess while someone throws bricks at you, and I feel like that's a fairly accurate description.
I like that description, seriously.
Okay, well that is the final score. So Team New Zealand 1-1, the All-Star Mashup team 147. I hope you've really enjoyed these 2 full days of roller derby. I really have.
Me oh hoki, me too.
Thank you to everybody who's made this possible, from sponsors to officials to the St John's Free Ambulance to Skullduggery to everyone at Richter City who's played a part in putting this together, and especially to all the teams who've come here to help make this weekend possible. So,
I
kia ora.
cannot agree anymore. E mihi nui kia koutou katoa, mō tō tautoko i tēnei mutunga wiki. Ka nui te aroha kia koutou.
Thanks,
Aye.
man.
Nice work, Rusty.
Nice
High five
work.
that stuff. E rima.
We'll see you all soon.
Mā te wā koutou. Thanks for watching.